Chicago Board of Trade building is the anchor of LaSalle Street in the center of one of Chicago's key industries. It's also the newest challenge for Michael Klein, whose Glenstar properties led the recent $152 million purchase of the 44-story Art Deco tower. The landmark, born during the Great Depression, is best known for its open outcry trading pits where corn, soybeans, and financial futures and options change hands. But Klein is eyeing more than just traders as potential tenants.
I think most people see this building, as we originally did, as almost like a closed, clubby building. You know, the Chicago Board of Trade and the CME Group owned this building since the 1800s, owned the land here and then owned the buildings. And it was really here to service their clients, their traders, for years and years. And so what we're going to do is really open the building up. We're still going to service the trading industry. It's still here, it's still big. But the opportunity to open the building up to other firms, whether again they're technology, law firms, accounting firms, service firms, we're going to open it up.
About 30% of the building, or 400,000 square feet, is vacant. Klein and his leasing team are reaching out to tenant brokers who may never have considered the building as an option for their tenants. Still, Klein will continue to pitch technology and electronic trading firms. The building's power supply, about 4 times a typical downtown office building, and its telecom connections are 2 must-haves for firms that use computers rather than hand signals to trade.
A lot of firms, both technology firms and trading firms, they're looking for plug-and-play space. If you're talking about traditional law firms or accounting firms, it's more about finishes, right? Their space, what it looks like. For most technology firms and most high-frequency trading firms and other traders, it's all about the power. It's all about the telecommunications. And so to have raised floor space like this, plug-and-play condition, all the wiring a home run to one location, that cost, if they went to another building that didn't already have that in, is pretty extraordinary. And I think
Glenstar teamed up on the purchase with USAA Real Estate. The joint venture bought 2 of the Board of Trade buildings at LaSalle and Jackson Street from CME Group, which will remain the property's largest tenant. The Board of Trade was the city's tallest building for 35 years until 1965, when it was eclipsed by the Daly Center. A sculpture of Ceres, the Roman goddess of agriculture, crowns the tower, which has made cameos in movies such as Ferris Bueller's Day Off and The Dark Knight. It also served as a studio for the 1970s dance show Soul Train, filmed on the building's 43rd floor. The upper floors may not house a dance party again, but Klein wants them filled with tenants.
This is a only shot in Chicago, which is down LaSalle Street. There's really no other buildings that have sort of the look down LaSalle Street all the way out to the lake. You know, many of the tenants that are here and in this space, in this area, are here because of the views. You can see on a day like today, it's sunny outside, you get plenty of natural light just based on no buildings around.
The recovering office market could work in Klein's favor. The downtown vacancy rate dropped to 14.8% in the second quarter, down from a peak of 17.3% 2 years ago. But the building's next-door neighbors are competing for the same types of tenants.
It's a little different than some of those other buildings. It's more of an iconic building. It has the Art Deco styling, and so I think for maybe the trading, some of the trading operations and some of the new economy types of users, it's going to have that, that appeal of being a little bit different than some of the other product that's out there.
The Board of Trade building is the newest addition to Glenstar's portfolio. The firm's other recent developments include a $140 million North American headquarters building in Glenview for Astellas Pharma, a Japanese drug company. Downtown, a Glenstar joint venture owns a 49-story office tower at 55 East Monroe and has converted the building's upper floors into 168 condominiums. Back at the Board of Trade, Klein aims to boost the property's income and its value. Cashing out with a sale may be an option someday, but for now, Klein is focused on putting cash into the Board of Trade to raise its profile.
USA Real Estate Company, like we do, gets involved in buildings like this where there's, you know, classic building that needs some work, that really needs to be then leased up once you're done. And then we really look at what's going on in the market. It's a building that we could hold longer term if it made sense, but if the opportunity was there to sell it, you'd look at doing that as well. So it's really driven, you know, primarily by what's going on in the market at that point in time.